Today's horoscope, Gemini May 5, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Today's energies may feel somewhat heavy with Pluto stationing and turning retrograde, but this time calls for deep self-reflection. As Pluto begins its yearly retrograde cycle today, areas such as your studies, work, health, spirit for adventure, or belief systems may require more thought or strategy. This cycle, lasting until October 13th, is an excellent time to step back from a situation, allowing you to gain perspective and identify areas where you've been too attached, controlling, or tense. Use this period to reflect on your personal belief systems or general outlook regarding your future. You may find yourself reassessing, observing, and gaining a new vision of a publishing project, educational path, or your worldview. Today, you need some recreation and perhaps a little pampering, but you also need to get things done to feel complete. Far in the black abyss of space, Pluto is beginning a retrograde phase. He has been venturing through a fellow air sign, which means that although his intense transformations are profound, he can more easily aid you over the other zodiac signs. This energy will encourage you to pursue new horizons and radically push out of your comfort zone. No matter if single or attached, you'll be eager for profound experiences that will transform your perspective of reality and bring you more significant wisdom. If you would like to make long-distance travel a greater part of your and your significant other's lives, start to brainstorm ways to do so. However, this could also empower you and your lover to integrate deep, ancient spirituality into your routine. Trust what calls to you. Review all of these themes now. Starting new projects will be difficult at the moment. You'll be much better off following those that already have their own momentum. You'll have a chance later to make your own magic. Today you may feel like expressing yourself in the strongest and clearest way you know how, but be careful. When has this ever truly worked for you? You sometimes confuse clear with aggressive and truth with opinion. You can risk scaring someone away this way. It's important to learn to blend your perceptions with the understanding that everyone's reality is personal. It may help you to see your own feelings as temporary and in flux. You will feel up to handling some of your more serious responsibilities on this day. This can be a real opportunity for you, as it's not uncommon for you, as a personality, to fall behind. This is one essence that won't see you procrastinating, and the most rewarding activity will be working. Pull out everything that has been collecting dust and get things wrapped up. You'll have more than enough energy to handle tasks at work, as well as at home. At the same time that Venus is spending her first weekend back in your friendship sector aligned with Neptune as Mercury, the planet of communication moves into his final week here. The Moon is making its first visit to your communication sector since Mars returned. While the Moon will ensure you are emotionally and intuitively engaged and aware, making it easier to pick up on the clues and hunches that can put you in the right place at the right time or lead to serendipitous moments or encounters, there is some serious support on the social and communication fronts today. At the same time that Venus, the planet of love, is spending her first weekend back in a social and serendipitous part of your chart, the Moon is not only making its first visit to your communication sector since Mars returned, but is helping to create an early bridge between the planets of love and passion. This is bringing together Venus' ability to create serendipitous moments or encounters and Mars' war on communication barriers. Daily Planetary Overview. Today, we experience a significant shift in cosmic energy as Pluto stations retrograde in the innovative and forward-thinking sign of Aquarius. This planetary movement invites all of us collectively and individually to pause, reflect, and reassess where we're headed and how we're showing up in the world. Pluto retrograde is not your average celestial event. It's deeply transformative and asks us to confront the hidden layers of our identity. Associated with themes like death and rebirth, power, control, transformation, and emotional intensity, Pluto doesn't deal in the superficial. When this powerful planet turns inward, so do we. And in Aquarius, a sign that governs humanitarianism, innovation, technology, and individuality, this retrograde becomes more than just personal introspection. It becomes a call for collective awakening. We're being nudged to question not only how we handle our personal power but also how we contribute to the larger community. Are we empowering others, or are we holding on too tightly to control? Are we creating space for authenticity, or are we still trying to fit into roles we've outgrown? It's a wonderful time to reflect on your relationship with self-acceptance. Aquarius encourages uniqueness and originality, so ask yourself, are you truly comfortable with who you are, or have you been dimming your light to fit into someone else's version of normal? Many of us struggle with the pressure to conform at work, in friendships, even in our own families. But Pluto retrograde gives you permission to slowly shed those expectations and find your way back to your own truth. You may find that others are recognizing your quiet strength right now. Even if you don't always see it in yourself, those close to you admire your resilience and the calm, grounded way you handle challenges. Your ability to stay steady in the storm is a gift, and your humility only adds to the respect you naturally command. Don't underestimate the impact you have simply by being present and consistent. As this introspective energy builds, it's also a great time to return to your roots both emotionally and physically. Spending time outdoors, even just going for a simple walk, can help realign your energy. There's something deeply healing about being in the open air, especially when emotions are stirring below the surface. It clears the mind and makes space for clarity and inner peace. Socially, you may feel more open, more conversational, more drawn to connection. These are excellent conditions to strengthen bonds that may have felt strained or neglected. Sometimes, a calm and sincere conversation is all it takes to diffuse built-up tension and remind each other that you're on the same team. Use this moment to create understanding and deepen your most important relationships. And don't shy away from expressing your emotions. In fact, the more transparent and authentic you are right now, the more rewarding your connections can become. Whether you're renewing your relationship with a partner or simply getting to know someone new, your openness is magnetic. When people feel your genuine presence, it creates a safe space for them to do the same. And when it comes to your physical well-being, now's a good time to reflect on your habits. Have you been pushing yourself too hard? Ignoring signs of fatigue or stress? Your body may be quietly asking you to slow down. It's okay to honor that. Start small, stretching in the morning, drinking more water, getting fresh air, and build from there. Sometimes the smallest acts of self-care are the ones that make the biggest difference. Pluto retrograde in Aquarius reminds us that transformation doesn't always come with fireworks. Sometimes, it starts with a subtle shift in perspective, a willingness to be honest with ourselves, or a gentle nudge to try a new approach. This is your moment to realign with your values, reimagine your goals, and reconnect with your authentic self. So let me ask you, what's one area of your life where you're ready to evolve? Is there a truth you've been avoiding, a power you've been afraid to claim, or a dream you've put on the back burner? Take a moment to reflect, and if you feel called to, share your insights in the comments below. What are you reclaiming during this Pluto retrograde? What part of your inner power are you ready to embrace? Remember, transformation doesn't happen overnight. It unfolds slowly, sometimes quietly, and always with purpose. Trust the process, stay curious, and be kind to yourself along the way.